Yeah, I know. We all will.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, 11:48 on Saturday, June 8th. You can't hear down at that end of the table. I apologize. We're in the noisy taco house celebrating Swin's last UMM meeting. We are called to order. Okay. Anyway, so rather than have Swin do the devotional, if you don't mind, just join me in prayer real quick. We'll be very fast. Father, thank you for the day. Thank you for Swin, all of his guidance, all of the things he has provided for this group through the years. Bless the food to the nourishment of our bodies and help us enjoy what time we have left with him, and wish him well and keep him in your good graces and good health for as long as possible. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Hand around your real quick, show who's here. Against the voters, Swin.
Now, Swin, when we get done, if you do want to have something to say with devotional or whatever, I will more than gladly yield the floor to you. Just kind of fell for your last deal. We might as well do a little different here, okay?
We're getting ready to move short.
Real quick for financial reports, our operating budget is somewhere around $500. Scholarship should be about, for the next school year, is going to be currently about $26.50. Disbursements from the scholarship fund were given out last month. I don't know how many seniors we have next year, but that will be decided and looked into over the summer and planned for as we go along. Operating budget, like I said, around 500. Again, that's after the expenses from the family supper, Mother's Day brunch. There was something else we did and I forgot what it was, but
I
anyway.
think Michael, remember on scholarships,
Yes, sir.
but we had 3 to 5 people or more. They got about at least one scholarship.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's what I meant by at least for planning for next year. We'll
Right.
kind of look at how many we have and then see what we need to do as far as planning with the quilters and everything. Okay. Minutes from last meeting, very, very briefly. Okay. Very, very briefly. Youth, the only action items that we actually did in the last meeting that was not updates was talk about the Chosen series and the breakfast for youth, which basically the decision was to suspend the breakfast for the youth on Sundays during the summer and resume during the fall. The Chosen series snacks/meals decision was to basically resume as they are resumed, but at this point in time, nobody knows when the new series is going to be released. So that will be revisited as needed. And other than that, there was no other real action that was taken. It was just updates about youth supper, new confirmation supper, as well as Mother's Day brunch, which was passed. So those were the minutes from the last meeting. Everybody okay with those? Okay. Can I have a motion to accept?
So move.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Charles. Anybody opposed? All right, Carrie, by silence.
Rubber stamp.
There we go. All right. So the next 3 items, basically I have then, except for our next 2 out of the next 3, we can cross off because they are the youth breakfast and the Chosen series, which We have no action to take upon those or no updates until we know more. Habitat update, any new news? Other,
Currently, Habitat is, gearing up for, their senior meeting, which, again, so, and, our parents and Kristen Mel, are invited to, have it pushed back to July. So, more than follow on that.
okay. Uh,
Leadership is.
not a problem, kind of jump ahead here. I'm proposing that we don't meet in July, unless something is warranted or needed. So if something comes up with Habitat for us that we need to hear or discuss, let me know and we can have a call meeting. Okay? That okay?
That's fine.
All right, perfect. Okay. Cool. Tabled items, we had none. So we move on, new business. We have some mini projects that are kind of in the planning stages that have to do with Pastor Dan's meals or sermon series Taste and See. He has gotten together with me about possibilities of creating some potlucks and stuff through the summer. Not that we would necessarily sponsor, or excuse me, not that we would necessarily provide food for, but maybe just have some ideas about how to get people together and share a meal. Okay. The other things that are upcoming through the next fall is going to be the Habitat for Humanity lunches in September. All of these things are in planning stages, various parts of planning stages, even though some of us may not know much about it at this point in time. Pause. Hey, Garrett. Here we go. Okay, pause for phone call.
Intermission.
This does not count in my 15 minutes. Yeah.
Retired policemen there possibly, we have gone ahead and really set up a table.
Okay.
People are aware of it.
No.
And there'll be a lot of police officers, Cynthia Ramirez. So, her husband,
Back on. Are we back on? We back on? Oh, I thought, okay, all right, okay.
You're not on.
Okay, my fault. I thought with the phone call that we were temporarily disconnected.
Still operating.
Okay, so for all of you that are live, if you were live, I apologize. We were not disconnected, but anyway. So moving on, back to the upcoming items that we have, as far as meals, events, and fundraisers that are all in the planning stages for the next year. There's the Taste and Food potlucks, Advent suppers in the fall, Habitat for Humanity line. I'm sure we'll have a back to school event. Mr. Jason has asked me something about VBS from us. And I quite honestly don't remember exactly what that was at this point in time, but it's in July. I thought it's in July, but it's not anything that is it's not a major thing, is what I'm saying. And I think it was just a simple deal of, maybe just like providing some juice boxes or something like that. So, I mean, it was not a big deal. But anyway, Mr. Jason and I will talk more about it later. Anyway. The other thing is fundraisers, obviously, we've got the fall festival. Last year, we took 100% of what we made in the fall festival, basically from 4 pork butts and 100 hamburger buns. I don't know how many bags of chips, but however much it was, we generated about $900 and it went all to the Free for More in 24. So this year, we don't have that, so to be, $700-800 that could go into our operating and/or scholarship fund, just to let you guys know. Also, I've talked with Dan about possibility of doing a chili cook-off in the spring, like in February. So maybe raise a little more money with that. So that's the idea. And if you enter, you'll win. Okay. I don't care. I'm a judge. Other than that, that's pretty much the business of the meeting. Like I said, I would like to, unless we need to, meet in July. If anybody has any discussion, I would just say our next meeting should be Saturday, August 17th. At back at regular time, 8:30, back in regular place in the conference room. Does anybody have any objection to not meeting in July? No, to not meeting in July.
The time for August 17th?
The time for August 17th is 8:30 in the morning. 8:30
At CHUMC.
in the conference room. Yes.
8:30.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Kind of back to semi-regular schedule. I will verify, but I do not believe there's an administrative council meeting on that day. If there is an administrative council meeting, we may move to 11:30, but I'll update. I do not believe it is. I don't think it
Is
will.
this actually start the meeting at 8:30?
Let's start at 9.
Okay.
I'll bring tacos. Y'all like tacos, right?
So,
All right.
Okay. Okay, so other than that, that's really all the business that we have today. From the floor, Bill brought up what was his name?
so Ramirez, passed away. He's the next fired San Antonio police officer, probably in his early 60s, passed away. And his wife is in our Sunday school class. And we have a rating. He says they could have 100 to 150 police officers there. I don't know. But anyway, we went ahead and hired someone to set up tables, chairs, and everything. Yeah. So it should be all ready, and it's all paid for and everything. So that's done. And then they take it down. We won't have to take it down. When we take like that, they will take it down as well.
So have caterers been brought in for that?
They, Cynthia, Mary, the wife, has arranged for the
Okay.
catering barbecue. It'll be barbecue on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Coming to Tuesday. 3 days, 4 days from now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So that's after the service.
Pardon?
That's after the service in the sanctuary. Is that right?
That's, Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
this month at 10 o'clock.
Right.
the-
I'm saying, but that's
Oh, yeah, it'll
The
be after,
the
yeah.
reception, the
Probably
service.
be really around 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
the
or
service and then the
11:15.
reception.
And if 150 police officers show up, it's gonna be a little bit of a crowd, folks.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with that is that if you knew Alonzo, it'd be nice to show up to that and associate with some of the people that come there. And even if you didn't, I personally, I cannot be there on Tuesday because I have a doctor's appointment at that time, but, you know,
He
I'll
wasn't even
I'll be
sleeping,
traveling.
out of the blue.
Yeah, I'll be
he
traveling.
died. Just bingo.
so. Anyway, but if possible, you know that it is there, you have a chance, so we can go. Anything else from the floor? Swan, it's yours.
Oh, what all did you have been together?
Because. Talking the magic language there.
Thanks, Bob. I just was saying to the group, been an enjoyable number of years that we've been together to do all the different activities and services to the community and to the church. Congratulations to all your good help. And I think for all the service that has been well received by many people. I can't think of all the folks that benefited from Habitat, but it's been a wonderful 30-some years that I've been involved. So keep up the good work and Godspeed.
I think you're going to the right place. I might be joining you up there. The way it is.
Swan, thank you very much for the word and the encouragement.
I
As of-
also had a project down in Karnes County. He managed a family cemetery and church down there. And he's been doing that all these years, and I think he has turned it over to someone in Karnes County to take care of it. He's been making trips back and forth all the time and doing it.
Wow.
Great job.
All right, so business meeting is concluded. I'm making motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mike. McLaughlin. All approved?
Aye.
There we go. Time is 12:06. I made it.
Yeah. We still got battery. Okay. Same guy doing. I'll be trying to.